Welcome to the Leadership Spark podcast, where we equip you to be the great leader your people deserve. This is Corey, and we are in the midst of talking about how do you make the most of the month of December. And the default for a lot of people is that things just need to slow down in December. And we'll talk about slowing down over the next few days, because slowing down may be the best thing that you need to do for your own mental health or your own health as a leader as you lead yourself first. But we are going through a series of ideas on ways that you can make the most of the month of December and use it as an opportunity to be able to not only finish the year strong, but set yourself up for the next year for you to be able to crush it from day one in January. And so today what I want to talk about is how do you reset? How do you close loops? And how do you clear mental clutter? And so how do you close some loops that are still outstanding that aren't closed yet? And how do you clear out some mental clutter before you go into the new year? Because leaders, we carry as leaders more cognitive residue than we realize. And if you sit down and think about it, you'll start to really realize what I mean. And the cost of carrying that is our focus is reduced. It can be unclear. We could be slower in making decisions. There could be higher stress whenever we're feeling this cognitive residue. And so December is the perfect month to go through a reset to prepare yourself for the next year. And so I want to share with you some things that you can do that will help you clear that up, close the loops, and then have a clearing out of the mental clutter. So one thing is to do an unfinished business audit. And what I mean by that is things like what tasks have you written down in your to-do list every week, but you never started? It's still there. I have some of those. I need to get through those in the month of December. But what tasks have you rewritten every week in your things to do, but you've never gotten to, you never started? Now's the time to start it. What do you owe clarity? Who do you owe clarity to, or feedback, or a decision to? Use December to be able to give that feedback, provide that clarity, or make that decision. Another thing would be, what have you been putting off because it feels uncomfortable? We all have those, the things that we put off because it feels uncomfortable. December is a great month to be able to attack those and get those off the list of things that you need to do. So how do you do that? List down everything that you know you need to do. Create your list. Circle the ones that cause you recurring stress and commit to closing the top 3 in the month of December. Make the list. Priority order rank it. Circle the ones that cause you the most stress. You want to get out. You want to close a loop. You want to declutter and commit to do those. And so that's one thing that you can do. You can also clear some cognitive clutter. And so just remember, your brain is a workspace too, not just your physical location. You need to clean that just like you need to clean your desk and declutter the things that may be on your work desk. And so you can consolidate your notes, your to-do list, your folders, your project trackers, whatever that may be, archive inactive tasks, things that are just hanging out there that are just mentally cluttering things up, so you can clear or create mental space. You can audit your calendar for outdated meetings or things that are on your calendar that you need to remove, just to declutter those things. And the last thing I'll mention is that December is a time also to be able to clear some emotional clutter that may be there. And this could be with people that you work with or even outside of work. And so emotional clutter slows leaders down more than probably any other workload. And some examples of that could be there's a misalignment with someone that you haven't addressed yet. There's a teammate who you haven't given feedback yet to, that you know you need to give feedback to. There's a decision maker or a decision that you need to make that you're avoiding making. And it's creating this emotional clutter for you as a leader. And so my encouragement to you is pick one of those and clear it out before the end of the year. Clear out one emotional knot before year end and close that loop. And that will create some energy for you as you start to head into the new year. And so you don't want to start the new year in red as a leader. So use December to be able to emotionally and cognitively declutter and get yourself prepared for the next year. And now is a great time, not later, to clean that slate to prepare for an excellent and awesome next year where you crush your goals and you have the clearest path forward as you've ever had entering a year. And so those are some things that you can do to make the most of the month of December.